Is the Earth flat? No, it is not. Some people still believe this. The idea that the Earth is flat is obviously a conspiracy theory that has been around for centuries. The theory claims that the Earth is a flat disk rather than a sphere. Proponents of this theory often cite a variety of reasons for their belief. They are called flat earthers. By the way, if you are one of them, feel free to express your views in the comments section of this video. There are 4 theories that support the flat Earth theory. The Earth is a disk surrounded by an ice wall. Flat earthers believe that the ice wall acts as a barrier, preventing the oceans from spilling over the edge of the Earth. The Sun and Moon are not as far away as we are told. Flat earthers believe that the Sun and Moon are much closer to the Earth than scientists claim. They often argue that the Sun and Moon appear smaller than they would if they were truly millions of miles away. Flat earthers often believe that stars are not distant objects, but rather are fixtures in the sky. They may argue that stars are simply lights that are attached to the firmament, or that they are projections from another dimension. Flat earthers often deny the existence of gravity. They may argue that the Earth is not accelerating downwards, but rather is simply standing still on the bottom of the universe. There are many more of these theories. Do you think these beliefs sound logical? Throughout history, numerous individuals have opposed the flat Earth theory, providing compelling evidence and arguments to support the spherical nature of our planet. Pythagoras was one of the first to propose that the Earth was a sphere based on his observations of the shadows cast by objects during lunar eclipses. Aristotle provided further evidence for a spherical Earth by pointing out that ships disappear hull first over the horizon, which would not be the case if the Earth were flat. Eratosthenes conducted a famous experiment to measure the Earth's circumference, providing concrete evidence for its sphericity. Christopher Columbus's successful voyage across the Atlantic Ocean in 1492 further disproved the flat Earth theory, as he did not encounter any edge of the Earth. Ferdinand Magellan's circumnavigation of the globe in 1519 to 1522 provided irrefutable evidence that the Earth was a sphere. Galileo Galilei was a strong proponent of the heliocentric model, which contradicted the flat Earth theory. Also, Isaac Newton formulated the laws of motion and universal gravitation, which further explain the Earth's spherical shape and its motion around the Sun. I believe many of us are aware of the fact that the Earth is flat. Today, the overwhelming scientific evidence supports the conclusion that the Earth is not flat, but rather an oblate spheroid. In other words, it is mostly spherical, but slightly flattened at the poles and bulging at the equator. Here are some key pieces of evidence and explanations for why the Earth is not flat. Gravity is a force that attracts objects with mass towards each other. On a spherical Earth, gravity pulls objects toward the center. This gravitational pull is consistent with observations and measurements, such as the fact that objects fall straight down regardless of location. Satellite imagery and observations from space clearly show a spherical Earth. Images taken from various satellites, including those from the International Space Station, provide a comprehensive view of Earth's curvature. It is quite obvious, right? People can circumnavigate the globe by traveling in one continuous direction. If the Earth were flat, such a journey would not be possible in the way it is observed. The way the Sun appears to rise and set, along with the changing angle of sunlight at different latitudes, is consistent with a spherical Earth. If the Earth were flat, the Sun would not set as it does, and the same sunlight angles would be observed everywhere. The flight paths of airplanes, including long-haul flights, make sense on a spherical Earth, but would be inexplicable on a flat Earth. Aircraft navigate based on the assumption of a curved Earth. Gravity measurements vary with latitude, and this variation is consistent with a rotating, slightly flattened spheroid. As ships sail away from an observer, they gradually disappear hull first due to the curvature of the Earth. This effect is consistent with a spherical shape. The overwhelming consensus among scientists and the wealth of observational evidence supports the idea that the Earth is not flat, but rather a roughly spherical object. The concept of a flat Earth has been debunked for centuries based on empirical observations and scientific understanding.